All right, we're in the second barn, and like I said, I'll show pictures. There used to be a 69 Dart GTS 440 Mr. Norm's car sitting here, but this is nothing to sneeze at. This right here is a 1968 Dodge Dart GTS, original 383 car. It doesn't have the original 383 in it now, but it does have the original exhaust here somewhere. We're not going to dig it up right now. But it's clean. I mean, there's very little rust in it. The hood, I mean, it is in awesome condition. Let's just move this out of the way. Oop. And then next to it's a 4-door Dart that was going to be used for parts. I'm not going to try to unbury this now. But then there's tons of awesome parts. 4 speeds, 727s. Over here is a slant 6 dual 2-barrel Super 6. And then how about that grain truck? What a beautiful, beautiful truck that he rescued. And it's a 47 Dodge pickup grain truck. What an absolute stunner. I love these trucks. They are just the epitome of cool. And it's full of Mopar parts, which makes it even better. And how about new old, or not new old stock, but Mopar step-side beds, or not beds, the wheel wells. 68 Dodge Dart parts, 69 Dart parts, and tons of other cool stuff. Oh yeah, here we're looking at, that right here is a 71 340 thermal quad. Original intake, cool old Pepsi cans, Pepsi Cola, and then we got more 4 speeds, big blocks, cool tractor. Then we were looking over here. I'm going to give you a better view of the Dodge truck. That thing is so awesome. And then we got the only E-body part I found so far. 70, like 2 and up, E-body 2-spoke wheel. A few more Mopar big blocks and small blocks. Cool old Oliver tractor sign, which I'll try to get here in a second. How neat is that? Oh, there we go. I forget sometimes I have a flashlight. That thing is such a... And there's an Oliver out behind the building, too, which is even cooler. And then we got piles of air cleaners, which just... Oh, wow, I need that air cleaner right there, right there, right there, right there. Actually, truly, my 71 Challenger doesn't have an air cleaner. But we're not going to get into that, because I can't afford them. But how pretty is that truck? You would think that I would have gone back to this facility multiple times, but I was terrified that the owner was upset that I had shared pictures and, information out with the public, even though I never revealed who they are or where they are, and they had an idea of what was going on. I never went back, and so it was a real surprise when I was there in 2021 that they had sold the one Dart. The black Dart you see, it's actually green in the pictures. It's a 69 Dodge Dart M code, which is a 440 Dart in 69, and it was sold new, as you can see, from Mr. Norm's in Chicago. And unfortunately, it had been wrecked at some point. That's what the 4-door Dart was there for, was for parts for the M code Dart. But I guess whoever bought it didn't need it, because they took the car without any of the other parts. But the parts that he did still have was absolutely incredible. You can see piles of engines, piles of interiors, trim rings. I mean, for not being a big A-body guy, I mean, he had almost no E-body stuff. He really had a bunch of neat stuff. And there's a lot of neat stuff coming up in the video that comes out next week, out in his field. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed that video from my friend's second barn. How crazy is it? All those cool A-bodies are stuck away in there, and that grain truck, absolutely ridiculous. We have one more video from the property, which is not going to be something you want to miss, because as you saw in some of the pictures previously, he's got a lot of really cool stuff out there, which should be fun. But it is Sunday. Actually, it might even be Monday. Hold on. Oh, it's not Monday for another 20 minutes, but it is currently Sunday, December 15th. I just got back from my birthday dinner with my friend Sarah Cauliflower, and it's late. I should have shot this earlier, but things didn't work out that way. So, yeah, it's been one heck of a week, to put it plainly. My birthday was on the 11th, and it was like 18 degrees for 2 or 3 days, and that was without the wind chill. So I basically hibernated for 3 or 4 days until this could pass over. Now, tomorrow, which is the 16th, it's going to be 50 here in Chicago. So I hope to be in here because you can't see it, but the workbench and everything is a complete disaster. On Monday, though, I spent 6 hours fixing the blue car. The heater hoses had sprung a leak because they have these little plastic tees. I'll show a picture here. I think I showed a picture last week, but one of them had sprung a leak, and it was best just to do them both at the same time. I got the upgraded version of them from Dorman. They had a metal tee instead of a plastic one, so I shouldn't have that problem ever again. But whoever had put the hose clamps on when they put the engine in, put them on backwards, I guess you could say, and they put them towards the engine. So a lot of them, or they put them up against the body. So I had to cut the hoses and then get the hose clamps off, and then they were still stuck on the end, so I had to cut them off with a knife. Oh, it's been a heck of a few days. And then it was so cold I didn't drive it. So today was the first big trip that I did, because it's about an hour to my friend's place and then driving around and then an hour home. So I got cardboard underneath the car to see if the leaking stopped, but of course it's raining, so that doesn't help. But it seems like, knock on wood, there's no more. Okay, so there's no more leaks. There's no more engine light. My friends at McKenna Automotive, they replaced the battery because it was a toss-up between the battery and the alternator. It ended up just being a bad cell on the battery, throwing everything off. They fixed the oil pressure sender because I couldn't get the alternator out of the way enough to get to the oil pressure. It's a whole thing. But as of right now, the blue car does not have any leaks. It does not have any warning lights going on. So I'm hoping here, maybe next week, whenever the weather is decent enough to go, I'm going to do a whole bunch of adventures and get a lot of stuff knocked out. Something made a noise and it shouldn't be. But yeah, this week, nothing much going on. Christmas in 2 weeks, Hanukkah's in 2 weeks. So after that, and then New Year's, I'm hoping to go on an adventure, maybe to Southwest Michigan, maybe St. Louis. I'm not quite sure right now. It depends on how weather is, because this thing is not made for snow. But you let me know. If you know of anything cool, let me know. I might just show up at your house. But yeah, so finally a little bit of time to slow down, clean up, recover from. Oh, I mean, so it was McCacken. First, it was my friend's 40th birthday, then McCacken, then Thanksgiving, then my birthday, and now I have this little gap to, clean up and put everything back. Maybe do some work on the green car because it really needs it. But yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below and any of the social media. Also, if you would, please share, like, and subscribe. What is making that noise? Probably a mouse. But yeah, so I'll talk to you all guys all soon. You guys stay safe.